as some may or may not know, I currently work at a hotel. So this is Hotel Architect. It's in early access. It came out May of 2025. So it's been about almost a year now. And they've been in early access for a little while, I think, and plan on being there for 6 to 12 months based on...
Ahoy there! So, you want to try your luck in the hotel business? Say no more. My name is Anna, a self-proclaimed hotel guru and business coach, and I'm here to assist you in achieving your ambitious goals. Let me start by welcoming you to the Swedish West Coast. The area is brimming with backpackers and sporties, making these guest types your top priority. Since this is your very first hotel, I will guide you through the basics before presenting you with the main objectives. Let me know when you're ready to begin.
They've been in early access for a little while, I think. I don't know how long, but in their notes on their Steam page, I'll put a screenshot up. It says they're going to be in early access for about 6 to 12 months based on, player feedback. And it just seems really fun. I think I got it on sale because I was in a stint buying a bunch of Steam games for a while. And I haven't played it yet. And I thought, you know what? I work at a hotel. I want to see how accurate this is, to how it actually works. I like the UI. I like the little icons and shit. I think that's really cute. But anyways, yes, I want to see how accurate this is, and I would love to know if they actually got people who worked in hotels and asked them questions about how it's run and shit. I think that would have been really cool if they did that. I don't know if they did. I don't know if they didn't. I just thought it'd be cool.
Lastly, you can also zoom in and out. Give it a try.
I also like how it's not just written there, it's also audibly given. Because I assume, people with dyslexia, I know it's B's and D's. I don't know the other ones. But I know they can't read very well. Or, their brain flips it. So they can read, but their brain flips it. It's just something weird in there. Which, fair enough. I've got weird shit. I'm trying not to be offensive, and I don't know how to say this. I don't know anything about dyslexia. I just know it flips your letters, and you can't read very well because of it. But I think it's really cool that they give a visual and an audio cue of, reading out. Accessibility-wise. I think that's really nice.
Great job. I think you now know how to move around. As you may have noticed, there is a lack of bedrooms in this hotel. So let's start by building a brand new one.
Okay.
To create a new structure, you need to build a foundation. Click on the highlighted icon at the bottom of your screen and drag out a foundation in the marked area.
I meant click here. I clicked 3 times over here. I'm clicking, nothing's happening. Foundation. Oh, it's okay.
Perfect. Now we want to split the room into 2. Let's drag out some... Well done.
Sorry,
Let's make sure
moving
people can
fast for her,
access the
but,
new rooms by adding doors. Place 2 singular doors of your choosing on the highlighted areas.
Match.
Nice. You may be wondering why your new masterpiece is glowing blue. Well, that's because the structure is still a blueprint awaiting construction. Time to call some workers to carry out your plans. To call in construction workers,
click
on the highlighted icon at the bottom left and choose a group size. Bigger groups are more expensive, but get the work done faster. For this amount of work, I would suggest good choice.
Okay, so for 2 rooms, you go with the mid option. So, okay, it's 1, 2, 3. Got you.
Shortly after you call in construction workers, they'll arrive in a vehicle just outside of your hotel.
Oh, they got names. Oh, yeah. Okay. They're just tossing shit down.
For as long as you have unfinished construction tasks on the property, the workers will automatically fetch material from the truck and, task by task, finish all of the work. Awesome! The structure is complete. But did you notice your workers spent valuable time moving to and from their trucks to fetch materials? I have a solution to that.
Okay.
To make the construction process more efficient, you can place out material sites near your blueprint. This will... Excellent! The next step is to customize the floor and walls of the new rooms. Choose your preferred surface materials and place them in the highlighted areas. Follow the highlighted windows to inspect your prospecting candidates. All
Okay.
candidates have a certain experience level and unique attributes that will affect the quality of their work. Hire a cleaner of your choosing.
Cleaner. Okay. So they're all level 1. You're an introvert. Okay, but we don't. Nope. Hypochondriac. You're a cleaner. What do you mean? Okay. I don't want someone that's gonna try and drink during the shift. As you know, hotel bar. We don't need that. Bad temper. No. You don't want to work with people who have a bad temper. While a hypochondriac, I don't know why you would choose to go into a field that has a bunch of germs and shit. But, you know, if you're English bitch. If it's your only job or if it's a job you love doing, you know, despite the dirt or whatever, good for you. So honestly, I think Michael Albright is the best option. He's decently expensive, but he's a perfectionist. Doesn't really make mistakes. A little bit slower, that's okay. And he's really kind. Hopefully they don't scold him, because that's gonna lower his energy, but that's fine. Hi.
There you go. Cleaners work all over your hotel, so there's no need to assign them to any particular zone.
Wonderful.
Besides doing laundry, cleaners make sure to help keep rooms, floors, and items clean.
Now, in an actual hotel, most of the time you do have designated spots for your housekeepers. At my hotel, we don't have a house person that just goes to our team of housekeepers. So we have someone in the laundry, we have a house person, and then we have housekeepers who do our rooms. The house person is mainly responsible for the common areas, you know, like your breakfast room, your meeting rooms, your lobby area, etc., hallways, things like that. Housekeepers do the regular rooms, that sort of shit. And the person in laundry just literally pumps through the laundry. For old places that I've worked at, if it's not done, you know, by third shift and there's some left over for the next morning shift, it doesn't bode well, because then you have your checkouts plus the shit from the last night, you know. And if you don't have like a full team, you know, if you're a smaller operation and have a smaller team, it's harder to catch up on that shit. If you're a bigger team, it might not be an issue, but it's still not a good habit to get into, of, you know, leaving shit for other people. That being said, I'm getting off topic. In normal hotels in the real world, usually there is a zone, at least for the ones that I've worked at. This is also speaking only for USA/America. I do not know any European hotels. I've never been to any other part of the world other than America. I am an ignorant American. I know. Thank you. Rest of the world. So I'm just speaking on my experience of what I know and what I've seen.
As with all staff, when cleaners complete a task, they will receive experience points, XP, that add up to reaching higher skill levels. High-level staff generally perform better and are more appreciated among guests. Low-skilled staff, although sometimes necessary, may cause havoc. Another important part of your staff is the maintenance personnel. They will help you repair and maintain items and water your plants. Hire one of the maintenance candidates.
Alright, Patchy Patcher already looks pretty fucking great, man. He's an introvert and he's a perfectionist. I don't know how many maintenance interactions... Well, I guess if a guest is on site, which means they're physically at the hotel, they're in their room, you know, sometimes you would have to interact with the guest. Most of the time, for my hotel currently, and previous hotel that I worked at, there are times where a guest is not on site and you could just go in and get it done. So, I'm hoping these aren't... Sorry? Did they refresh? Oh, they refresh. What the fuck? I didn't know that. Okay. Shouter? No. Can't they just go get a cup of coffee? Oh. Patchy Patcher's right here. Okay. I'm so confused. James Knob Turner. Nice. We're gonna hire you. Boop.
Good choice. While you're at it, you're also going to need a receptionist. Receptionists handle guest bookings and complaints.
That's what I do.
Receptionists do not work across the entire hotel, but instead within zones you assign to them. Let's hire a receptionist and assign them to the reception zone.
Okay. As a front desk person, as front desk clerk, receptionist, whatever the hell you want to call it, obviously I check in people. I check out people. I give them keys. I give them any notices we have, you know, paper notices or verbal things. I tell them where shit is, the breakfast, where to get on the internet, where the pool and the fitness and all the other fun shit is. But I also handle some maintenance requests if needed. Not so much at this current place that I work at, but more so at my previous places of work. If it's a TV issue, usually it's a connection issue or a remote issue or a battery issue. You know, simple shit like that, I would take care of as a front desk person. I also went and helped back with laundry. I would go back and help with laundry and, you know, do that because that was also part of my duties. I've kind of done a little bit of everything, and I've made myself efficient because that's just the thing about me. I like my efficiency. So I have gotten to the point where if I know how to do something, I will cut down, slowly shaving off seconds in order to get everything as quick as possible. Like, most of the time, nobody wants to hear about, okay, we have the fitness room down here and a pool down this way and the breakfast is at this time and the internet's over here. You're not going to stand there at the desk for 5 minutes waiting until for your front desk agent to explain all this shit to you. You're going to go, where's my room? How do I get to my room? And maybe we'll ask for breakfast. Most of the time, nobody cares about the other shit, and if they do, they call back later. Anyways, that being said, I like the key expert because I'm guessing this is like an older hotel style thing where they have physical keys. Most of the time, at least in America, you have your digital keys or you have your key cards that you just tap to the door, insert in the door, whatever you fuck you want to do with it. We'll go with you. Sure.
Excellent. Rooms will be available for booking once you have established a functioning reception zone with an assigned receptionist. This means you will soon notice guests arriving to your hotel.
Yay!
Ta-da! You've just landed your first guest booking and earned your very first reward. Exciting times are afoot.
Reward?
Since we're on the topic of rewards, why not check out all of the objectives and fabulous rewards this location has? Here you have an overview of all objectives available in this scenario. Bonus objectives are not mandatory to complete the mission, but they come with great rewards that may benefit you in the future.
Okay. Okay, so you do good here. When you complete that, you move on to this. But if you get all of this shit, it's also stuff for your next place. Okay. So they want you to complete this for a while.
Now back to focusing on your hotel. As guests have started to arrive, we should make sure to offer activities they will enjoy. Different guest types enjoy different activities and items. In Gothenburg, we specifically aim to please backpackers and sporties. Let's buy a Whack-A-Stub machine, as backpackers really love these. I also recommend buying a boxing machine to please your sporties. Place these items in the reception.
Okay. Whack-A-Stub. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta call in the workers. Get rid of that. So, not every hotel has a restaurant. I'm guessing this, it says it's set in Sweden. So I'm guessing Sweden restaurants. Is it Sweden or Switzerland? Again, as I said, ignorant American. Okay, and I forgot what she said earlier. I'm sorry. In America, not all hotels will have restaurants. You have to make sure very specifically that they do. Like, you have to make sure it'll either say, like, free breakfast or hot breakfast, continental, whatever the fuck. And make sure that's included in the price because some like higher end, I say that in quotes, higher end hotels, will make you pay to eat there, or, you know, pay for breakfast even though you've already paid for the room and shit. My current hotel and my previous hotels did not. All of that shit is included in the price, but I've never worked at a hotel where I had a restaurant in-house.
You can pick up and move any character in the same way.
I don't
But
think
be
she was done
warned,
talking.
some of them won't appreciate being
Sorry.
tossed around all the time.
That's fair. I was gonna say y'all can toss me around every time,
Make
but
sure
you know,
you have
that's a lot
enough
out there.
space for all kitchen items. We can do that by demolishing that inner wall to create one big room. And just like that, I would say you have now grasped the basics of becoming a successful hotel entrepreneur.
This is my problem with design games, is I am so, like, perfectionist about everything. Shut up. Hallway. What can I do? What zoning do I have? I have bathroom, maintenance, staff room, gym. I can make a gym up here. This could be the gym. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna bring you guys back when I'm happy with this, and we'll go from there. I think my upstairs has a good layout. There's a lot of rooms. I'd have to bare bones this, and I don't want to bare bones this. I've played in the story mode. I want to play sandbox. I'm not going to change the settings. I'm going to assume that 250 is what it wants me to start on. Or what it usually starts on. Oh. You don't even get a shape. You just go. Okay. So I still have to tell these guys. Okay. Beep beep, I'm a sheep. It said beep beep, I'm a sheep. Okay. I got to a point where the critic was coming, and I had to make a decision of either getting the critic in or getting nothing, and I was close to losing money. So instead of having all of my amenities down here, which I wasn't going to be able to have anyways, I realized there was too many after a while. I have 1, 2, and 3 rooms. These are going to be like shit rooms. So we're gonna discount these as much as possible and give them little chocolates to hopefully get a little bit more money because discount bonus. And then on the upper floor, the second floor, or in Europe, the first floor, because you have the ground floor and then the first floor, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're gonna have bigger rooms. I'm gonna do more decorations. We're gonna get the casino and the sauna up there because I replaced the sauna with 2 more rooms. Forgot about that for a second. But I need to get out of the negatives and start paying off this fucking debt. So I will check back in with you once I've done that. Currently, I've been recording for 4.5 hours. And I have D&D in 2